Good morning. How is everyone? When you're jumping on, say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm from Australia. And I was just walking the dog and I thought I'd jump on here and go live. I just made some content then and I was like, oh, this is good. I might jump on. This is my little puppy dog. So Spirit has some messages for us as a collective. So if you don't already follow, press that follow button, share this. It's time for us to get this word out because this is the most exciting time in history and the time that everyone has been waiting for. This is the return of Christ, Christ consciousness energy, unity consciousness. And you guys get to tune in, you get to plug in, you get to learn from the truth. And when I say the truth, I'm saying the source, your essence, where you originate from, the core of creation. So, Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child. Those three aspects, the Holy Trinity. This is the actual truth, and the truth from Christ. It's like how it all works, the meaning of life, like why we're here. We're here to learn, grow and evolve. And we are here to tune into truth so we can actually spiritually evolve. Because everything's been hidden, it's been suppressed, it's been buried. To disempower you, to take your power away from you, so you don't have, and you can't make an informed decision, right? There's a lot of bull BS out there, so much BS out there. You know, things that humans have been fed, these lies that humans have been fed, these deceptions humans have been fed to keep them down, to keep them hidden from their own power, like to hide their power from them. We're in this whole new world now, this whole new earth. Depending on your level of consciousness. So now this knowledge is coming through from the Christ, from the Holy Spirit, from the One, the spiritual Son, the Source, to share with you the actual truth so you can have more understanding of creation and how everything works. So you can find your place and feel stronger. Because for so long, the chosen, those here on a spiritual mission, you guys have felt lost, you felt alone, you've struggled, you've pushed through the darkness, you have suffered so many symptoms, so much physical pain, so much emotional, mental torment, just these spiritual blockages, spiritual attacks. Please share this. This is such important information. We need to find all those people that feel alone and plug them into this frequency so they can begin to heal. Because the truth is, you are the one, you are an expression of source energy. Gotta find my dog, don't know where my dog is. Oh, there she is. And you've fallen. You've fallen from that realm into this Antichrist system, where this physical realm. But now is the time that we get to grow our wings. We are fallen angels. And by healing and releasing the separation, by learning the truth, healing through Christ. And when I say Christ, it's not Jesus. This is a frequency. This is the God frequency, the creator frequency, the source energy. Let's just say source energy. my dog is pushing the boundaries. Hang on. Demi! She's cheeky. It's like, she's like, oh, mum's distracted. I'm gonna go for a little run. So thank you. Please like this live. Please share this live. Share it on other socials, whatever you're guided to do. Absolutely, our spiritual truth and evolution. That's what it's all about. And it's not by, like, I'm here to share this truth, but this time is all about you embodying your truth, learning your truth, because on this journey, this healing journey, it is freaking crazy, right? I've always been on this journey but not known it, but in 2019 is when this really began for me. And it's a freaking long story, but I was healing. I was practicing Reiki, emotion code, body code, and I would sit up late at night and just heal. The more I healed, the more I was able to release, and the more it was like I couldn't do it the old way anymore because I had to heal all the time. I ended up having all these sick days off work because my body wanted to heal, and because my body wanted to heal, I was suffering all this symptom, right? So many different symptoms, and my body was freaking purging. And it came to this particular moment where that Jesus character, that holographic Jesus, he attuned me, taught me this new way, and I began my adventure. And since then, I've just been healing to release. And in this release, the more deception, the more darkness, the frequencies that I free from myself, right, the more knowledge I get, because I'm returning to myself, right, my truth. And that's what you guys need to do too. And let me know if you guys are a healer, you practice certain healing techniques, because that's what's needed. The chosen must heal. Because without healing, the separation, the beliefs, the deception, the distortions, the illusions, you're still fixed into that. And you can't see clearly. These demons, these entities, they like to trick, they like to make us think that our thoughts are our own thoughts. Those archonic energies, man, the things that I used to believe, and then once I was able to release those demons, release those archons, that archonic energy, oh my God. I was like, I can't believe I freaking believed that. So let me know, guys, if you've been on the healing journey and if you've had massive shifts in your beliefs. The beliefs are the separation program. So very early on in my healing program, that's what I was releasing. So it started off with emotions, entities, toxins, beliefs, freeing those separations, those frequencies within my field that were blocking my energy. It was those things, right? So now is the time for illumination. Thank you, Centrelink Bogan, for all the likes. Very much appreciated, because we need to push this out. So if you're watching this, make sure you click that follow button, because I'm here to share this illumination with you and guide you. But ultimately, this is your choice. This is your journey where you go within and access your truth. That's the Christ. That's Christ embodiment. That's spiritual embodiment. You going within, healing, releasing the distortions, releasing the deceptions to be able to tune into the truth, exercising your spiritual discernment. So really follow along and connect with the socials. I do want to create content to educate more about this and share more about this heart activation, the healing programs and all that sort of stuff. Until then, I have one-on-one appointments. I have my membership. Those members in my group, they are healing, they are purging, they are releasing. We are anchoring this illumination, and it's the knowledge that heals. So you can jump on and follow my socials and receive knowledge that heals, right? My little dog, she's up there. She's like, should I go further? So where's everyone from? I'm from Australia, New South Wales. I'm just keeping an eye on my dog. Yeah, so spirit, when I say spirit has a message for the collective, when I speak of spirit, I speak of the unified field. I speak of the Holy Spirit, those three aspects before it moves straight into the one, right? So the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child, that is creation. That is the cosmic core of creation, split into those three. They're all even. It's like a Y, like the symbol for Yeshua. It's like a Y. Trinidad, beautiful. Hello. Yeah, so it's split into those three aspects before it moves into the core, into that center of those three aspects, and it becomes the one. Everything is contained within that. That is where you originate from. That is home. That is where it's like I'm speaking to you guys, but there is no separation. It's this place, this gift of life that we all share. So again, when I speak about the spirit, so when I talk about spirit, there's so many different, what would I call it? Not landmarks, it's kind of like a landmark, but certain marks. So when I was unifying and becoming one with all the gods, their core, and discovering what this network is. So it's like this net where it's perfectly balanced. It's like all these triangles, right, that connect with a core, like with a, it's like a neural type network, but it's perfectly balanced. It's just all triangles, this net of triangles. Every intersection point is a node, and every node is a core and a God, right? So then moving on beyond that unified field, this net, it's like everything became more simple, more simplified, right? More perfect, right? Down to the three, the Trinity. So the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, and the Holy Child. So there's a lot of outdated information out there right now, sort of old knowledge, old information that has been intercepted. Yeah, that sounds more right, but hang on, the source, God, Creator, the One, the Christ, gives information when information is needed. It gives knowledge when knowledge is needed. This is all a part of the evolution process. So if you look at the Bible, if you look in linear time, there is a lot of outdated information in the Bible. There's a lot of things that have been hidden. There's a lot of things that have been added that are BS. There's a lot of deception and stuff that has got in there that disables beings from tapping in and tuning into the God within, right? It was created to disempower. But if you can look deeper and you have that spiritual discernment, the actual truth may pop out. Same thing as in movies, music. There is knowledge, there's information within these things that hold a unique message for you, for the seeker, for the healer, for that person who is doing the inner work and tuning into this creation consciousness energy. So we are all portals of information. And you, as this beautiful seeker, this being who questions things, this being who is just led from the heart, the chosen one, the one that chooses to do the inner work and has that will of God, that keeps pushing, that one that, like the chosen one that falls over. You get back up, you dust yourself off, you keep going, right? So many times you have been smashed, like you have been absolutely in the dark, like like any normal person on the street wouldn't get up after what you've been through, right? Like you are freaking so resilient, you are so strong, but this is your training. And you are not going to get these gifts of knowledge, of like profound spiritual knowledge, truth, if you're not up to it, right? So we are constantly tested. And if no one said it lately to you, you are freaking amazing, you are strong. You've done amazing. Like, not many people would be still standing after what you've been through, okay? And I know it, because it's like on this healing journey, when I first started the heart activation, when I received that christening or that baptism or that awakening or whatever the hell you call it, when holographic Jesus came, and which I've learned, that was just an aspect of myself, waking myself up, right? To attune me a future, or in Jesus's case, a past part of, it's weird. There's no such thing as linear time. So the way this works is freaking crazy. When I received that attunement, when I was in the bath and I was doing this the healing, the way that I used to heal, and holographic Jesus appeared to me, and like literally, it was like a baptism. It was freaking crazy. And it awakened this power within me. And then I was able to share this gift with others. And I look forward to doing that in the future again, when the time is right. Oh, wow, that was a big bird. That just took a big crap. So it's... Anyway, sorry, that bird is just very distracting. So in 2019, when that happened, and there was 3 days where I went through these things, right? So on the first day there was that baptism, that christening, this awakening of this new power. The next day was the most painful Kundalini awakening that I could ever. It was just so painful. I couldn't even close my hands because of the energy going through every single nerve of my whole system. My gut was spasming, my stomach. It was just, I ran outside and I sat in the grass and I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to ground. I didn't know what to do. It was so painful. And on that third day, I was connected in with the source. But that wasn't the first time something crazy happened to me. Back in 2006 was my spiritual awakening that was off the charts. So let me know in the comments if you guys have had a spiritual awakening. If you feel guided to share, you can share that, or you can come and join our free community. I'm starting a free community on Circle, so it's off the social medias, and it's a portal for the chosen just to share their truth, right? And because we are all these pieces of the puzzle, because we are all one, right? So we all hold a unique truth. So we are all this unique, you're a unique puzzle piece. I'm a unique puzzle piece. We're all these unique puzzle pieces. So Spirit is bringing up this net again, this unified field, that net. And if you haven't watched, if you're just jumping on and you didn't see what we're talking about in relation to this spiritual net, I will post this in YouTube. So after this, go and connect in with my YouTube, subscribe, and then this video will be uploaded when I get a chance. So because this is, for so long, you beautiful being, like, it's really hard because the word chosen one, it's very distorted. The word starseed, very distorted. There's so many labels out there. Let's just say there's so many labels that keep us fixed in that separation. But when I say chosen one, this is the definition of a true chosen through the source, through the one, through Creator Christ. A chosen one is the one that chooses, right, to do the inner work. Because, so like I was saying before, where Jesus, holographic Jesus, visited me in the bathtub to christen me and illuminate, like and this mission began, that was actually a past aspect of myself. We could say past life, but we are all one, right? So in this realm, this source, we are all one. There is no separation. It's just this one eternal mind, And on this ascension path, I've had to embody Sophia. I had to embody Christos. Sophia and Christos, the masculine, the feminine, this divine sacred union, them coming together and balancing. And in that balancing, my Merkaba, I don't know how to say it, my field, it was able to balance and align to move through the portal of the Holy Mother and the Holy Father. But it didn't stop there, and that was a part of the 144,000 frequency. So when I embodied Sophia, when I embodied Christos, when I had this divine sacred union, my masculine and my feminine side balanced, right? I was a frequency match to be in this 144 frequency, this 144,000 frequency, where all those Christed beings, those beings that had balanced their masculine and their feminine, it hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen. People have done it before. They're going to do it again. And if you choose, you get to do it too, right? But then I had to actually embody the Holy Mother and the Holy Father, the Mother Ark, the Father Ark. And in doing that, I had to embody the Christ, right? The child, the Holy Child. This Trinity, 1, 2, 3. And it's that pattern of mind, of consciousness. So the 3 circles, 1, 2, 3, is the same as our mind. Consciousness, subconscious, unconscious, right? It's a mirror. So I've had to return to the source, return to Creator, and it's a journey of consciousness. So the return of Christ isn't someone embodying Christ and flying off into wherever, right? That's not. We're here, we're the creators of this simulation, right? You are the one, you are all aspects. And as you heal, you merge deeper, deeper, deeper. You become more wholeness, more knowing, more clarity. Morning. So the sun in us, exactly. But it's S-U-N, but it can be S-O-N, but S-O-N, people actually think it's a male patriarchal type thing, where it's the sun, like Jesus embodied the sun, the spiritual sun, the source, the S-U-N. Maybe that information was just a snippet where that knowledge, so things come through at the time that they're meant to for a reason, for evolution. So if we look through at the turning of the ages, with Moses, and then we've got Jesus, so there's always, it's always relating to this zodiac, because we are all zodiacs, we are all aspects of the one. Jesus embodied the Christ. I've embodied the Christ. Buddha embodied the Christ. There are many Christed beings. Christ is knowledge. Christ is truth. Christ is... The Spirit's saying the word of God, but the word, like even God is an individual, right? We have the God of this world who is an archon, who is the dark, the false father. Many worship the false father and are going to be forever damned. But it's this story where it's like we can choose to heal, to know the truth, to know the actual truth. No, Jesus wasn't the first, because it's hard because we're speaking from consciousness, we're speaking from creation, where it's like the infinite, where there is no such thing as linear time, like the linear time that we fix ourselves into with the watch, like going in this clockwise position. That's actually keeping us fixed into separation. So to embody Christ, to embody Sophia, to embody Christos, to have that divine sacred union within, to move through the gateway that the Holy Mother, the Holy Father have created, and moving and growing, accessing higher realms of consciousness up to the 48D, and then moving into the infinite. It's been a freaking journey, so many levels, so many layers of knowledge, like deeper truth. And it's this deeper truth that we receive when we free ourselves from the separation, because Jesus, he wanted beings to tune into their inner light, to know that they are the one. They have the power, right? He moved through the gateway of the Holy Father and the Holy Mother, and then he became the portal himself for this divine sacred knowledge. So that's exactly what I've done. I'm speaking from experience and I'm sharing the actual truth. Those beings in time will get to do that if they choose to. There is a very specific path. Oh, my dog's gone missing again. Demi! Sorry if I just shouted into that thing. Dem! Oh, she is a naughty girl. She's pushing the boundaries. Oh, here she comes. I'm here, Mummy. Look, what are you doing? You're running off? Sorry if I shouted again. What you doing? Here's my naughty little girl. Yeah, so it's like there's so many on this journey of ascension. There's so many truths that have been revealed to me, but then as I keep healing and growing and accessing higher consciousness, unlocking all these interdimensional gateways, because this is the embodiment, to embody Christ, to do what I, Jesus, Buddha, whatever has done, means growing multidimensionally. And you keep growing. It's like this tree, right? Right now, you guys are all in this seeding process, like you're this seed in the darkness. I don't know who Sarah is, but there's so many different aspects and goddesses and all that sort of stuff that have embodied the mother, right? So it's like, this is it. There's no one's right and wrong. It's just like, it's like everything, you know, all these, the creation is beautiful and it's amazing, and there's so many different stories, and you are the one and you have a story. And this is the part of the journey where, you know, you've been through it, you've been suffering, you've been struggling, and now is the time that we all get to connect, and I get to be a portal for the truth, so I can share this truth, but at the same time, with healing, you are the one who has to access your truth. And so it's just this beautiful thing. So yes, Jesus, he did this journey. He embodied and spoke his truth, and when he finally merged with the one, with the spiritual sun, with source, that membrane, I'm seeing a membrane, so I'm seeing the Holy Trinity where the membrane just dissolves and it just becomes this circle with a dot, which is the source, which is the sun, right? And it's like, it's the one, right? Absolutely. Voice of one, I love it. Everyone has their own unique individual truth, love and dreams to share. Absolutely. We have these minds and, you know, we're in this system where there is so much going against humanity to control their minds. You know, so many chemicals going in foods, you know, fluoride. You know, there's all these like the music, the frequencies that are played in, you know, like sort of pop music. You know, chemtrails, all that sort of stuff, right? It's all to control the masses and to keep the masses away from the truth, their truth. It's to dumb down society so their minds aren't questioning, they're not asking, they're not looking, they're not seeking, they're just on this treadmill, not going anywhere, you know, and really just consuming and you know, like following those, like those lower chakra and those 7 deadly sins, you know, lust, greed, you know, it's, you know, we have this life on this planet right now. Like you are so freaking, like you are this gift on this planet. You are life. And we get to tune in to see beyond the veil, to see the deeper truth of all things, you know. And there's so many people who are, you know, they're awakened to the physical realm and the conspiracies and all that sort of stuff, but they're stuck there. So there's no actual healing happening. So it's like they're just in this stasis mode. It's like I'm seeing like this thing that's just stuck. It's just like, it's like stuck. So we need to get you guys unstuck, and healing is the way, right? Oh, thank you. Oh, Canada, beautiful. If you're not a follower, do follow along. I'm just here to share illumination from the one so we can all connect, so we can all unify, put all of our beautiful minds together and begin this creation process of anchoring heaven on earth, creating, building, right? Like this, you know, and not everyone is going to tune in. Like not everyone gets us, right? It's like not many people in our external reality, in our physical realm, friends, family, like people don't get us. Like we've been isolated, we've been alone, we've been laughed at and judged and, you know, all the above. My doggie's getting a little bit far away for my liking. Demi, back here. Here. Is that really loud when I do that? Here she comes. She's a cheeky girl. Yeah, so this is the way that we're going to create and build. She's looking at me like, what did you call me back for? Stay here, please, Missy. Back here, please. She's a little explorer. She's kind of like a mum. She kind of pushes the boundaries. Oh, good. I was like, I hope I'm not like deafening everyone as I'm like yelling out to my dog who's just like miles away. Here she comes again with a little smile on her face. I don't know if you can see her. Hey, say hello to the people. Say I'm a cheeky girl. Yeah. Yeah, so it's been very hard, this journey, because it's like dealing with all the darkness, all the ancestral, all the collective stuff. It can get really, really heavy. Part of this ascension means balancing and aligning with the planet Earth, balancing and aligning with the solar sun, balancing and aligning at every single level in the cosmos. Galactic, cosmic, universal in between. Because like you are the universe, You are the one. It's like you are the creator. Your core, it's like this. Show me like a star, like the sun. Like it's like you are this power, like this power. You are so freaking powerful. But it's like all the separation, all the darkness, all the denseness, all the binds, the bondage, all the just the imbalance within the body's field, the physical body, every level of that aura and that field, it's imbalanced. So it keeps it's also the fact that like humans are like a battery, like a power source that is harvested. So locked into that old world system, the Antichrist system, and fixing ourselves into separation with our very thoughts, we are surrendering. We are not using our power because we haven't been taught to use our power, and this power is being siphoned. So we need to heal to release those frequencies. So on this blueprint, the bottom layers of the blueprint, the first 7 levels specifically, the 7 levels of hell. So right now, the darkness that you guys are in is just like, I know what I've been through, and I know at every interdimensional level, at every one of those 7 levels, what you're up against, right? So at that very first base level, that red level, it's like you guys need to be able to release a whole heap of emotional energies, right? There's so many different energies that are, you know, these self-sabotaging, these broadcasting messages. There's all these toxins that we need to heal our bodies, right? We need to release the toxins. You know, but energetically, right? We need to do this physically, but energetically is the key, because we are 99.9999% energy, right? So healing on a physical level is just I started off healing. I ended up getting off all my meds. Like, this happened before the heart activation, before the holographic Jesus episode. So I was on a lot of painkillers because I suffered a lot of pain. And I was on a lot of allergy medications, sinus medications. I was taking meds for my gut, different meds for my gut. I was just taking so much crap because of the symptoms, the physical pain that I was suffering, right? But once I learned how to start healing physically, so I started juice fasting, and I started doing, I was doing Reiki, juice fasting, and doTERRA essential oils. I had no idea that you could use essential oils, doTERRA specifically, as plant medicine. And I was able to get off everything, right? And it was at that moment when I was able to get off everything, I started learning emotion code, body code. I was tuning into my body. I was releasing frequencies. Like, I was doing it all the time. Like I said in the beginning of this video, which I will share on YouTube, so you can watch the whole video on YouTube later. I couldn't keep up because it was like constant healing. And then I was having to have heaps of sickies off work because I was just purging. And I had the plant medicine to support me, and I was healing energetically. And then that's when I had that massive purge. That's when I was attuned or awakened, or how would you say it? Holographic Jesus, which was just a past aspect of myself, visited me. So it's like you are the one, you are all the players in this simulation, right? This is coming from you. This is coming from the source. Like, I am you. Like, we are one, right? Because it's coming from the one eternal mind, the truth. So we have Satan. We have Satan, who is that God of the Bible. Yaldabaoth or Yahweh, whatever you want to call, that's Satan, because that's the worship of the external God. Satan, God of the Bible, same sort of thing. The devil and God, more specifically the devil, is anti-life, right? The devil is the lower self and the God is the higher self. So that's one of the things that have, one of the major lessons that I received, I don't know when it was, last year maybe, as I was balancing and aligning the microcosmic, the macrocosmic, those sort of things, and the lower self, the higher self, and the source is like, yeah, so it's like this infinity sign thingy, and then you've got the lower self, you've got the higher self, and then you've got you in the now moment that sits at that axis point on your throne. So the lower self is the devil energy, and the higher self is God, right? The individual aspect of, that higher self. So it's very hard to talk about multidimensionality. Is that how you even say it? Because there's so many different levels and different truths that I can speak from experience, if you know what I mean. So right now, when I'm getting on here, I'm speaking from the one, but then I'm also drawing upon my ascension journey where I have been at different levels of consciousness and learnt very specific lessons. Oh, absolutely, King Loki. Good and evil, knowledge and ignorance. Hit the nail on the head then. Because a lot of people, they don't question things, and those beliefs, the separation programs, the lies, keep them in this space where they are ignorant because they believe, but this is it, like your way is your way, and where you are right now is perfect for you, because there's so much stuff within your field and so many lessons that you have to yet learn through healing, through this inner inquiry, this inner tuition. So it's like, as long as people are open, like have an open heart and an open mind. But the thing is, we haven't, oh, thank you for the follow, King Loki. Yeah, so the thing is, like I was on my ascension journey, there were things that I thought I knew. And I'm like, oh, no, it's this way, it's that way. But no, I didn't realize that my mind was hijacked. Like my thoughts, it was just these beliefs, these lies. The word lie is in the word belief. Like that's one of the lessons I learned very early on from Spirit, is the word belief. It's actually a separation program, and it has the word lie in it. Like the truth is there in plain sight. A belief is a lie because it's fitting, it's keeping people in boxes, and without healing, without questioning, without reading and attaining knowledge and wisdom and power through this heart, we need to free ourselves. We need to free our hearts, free our minds. We need to heal ourselves so we can release those deception frequencies, those beliefs, release the separation to tune into the truth. And it's like finding ourselves through all the labels, through all the beliefs, through all the programming. It's this journey is ongoing. It's like never ending. It's like we are all, especially when I used to do healing, it's like, oh my God, am I healed yet? Am I healed yet? Like I would heal all night and, releasing these frequencies from my field. And it's like, oh my God, I have to be healed, yeah, right? Yeah, I'm from Australia. I'm simply Anna. Yeah, so, and just, I had to learn the hard way. We all have to learn the hard way. You have a path, I have a path, we each individually have a path. And I hope in time, Spirit, the One, allows me to share some of these attunements, to share some of these gifts that I have created and brought through so you guys, so it can fine tune and streamline the way that you do things. But then also you have these gifts, these divine gifts to uncover within yourself, right? So it's like, my dog's run off again. Hang on. Debbie, where are you? She's so funny. It's like, comes right up, here I am, Mum. She's got to have a bath today, so, and a groom. So I thought, I'm going to bring her here. I'm going to go live. Well, actually, I wasn't even planning to go live. I was going to create content. And then there was some really powerful content coming through, messages coming through. And I thought, hey, I'm going to go and connect in with TikTok. So, you know, and I will be more consistent on here when I start getting subscribers. But until that point, I'm just going to jump on whenever. But if you do like the content that I'm sharing, in time I will be doing different tiers of memberships where I will get to do some online healing and stuff like that to the deluxe members. That will be fun. But that's it. Spirit just orchestrates it all how it's meant to be. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? It's like, and this is what I'm talking about. Like we've struggled for like, to find our purpose. Like, what am I meant to be doing, Spirit? Like, yeah, I'm doing the inner work, I'm doing the healing, I'm receiving lessons, and, you know, but it's coming to this point where it's like, I want to share this stuff. Oh, thanks, Voice of One. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so it's like we've been searching and seeking. We've just been like we've just been operating through faith and trust, and just the most powerful word right now in this moment, the word that's been saving me this month, because on this ascension journey, there's been many code words where they've had this power within them that's allowed me to ground, anchor, balance and align, to release. It's like it sort of just pulls me into alignment, right? So on this ascension journey, there's been many code words, Spirit called them, where saying one word has much, like it's like pressing a program, right? Of like doing all these things at once, to be able to heal all these things at once, to be able to balance and align, right? And the most powerful word that has saved me the last few months is the word now. Now, the word now there's so many reasons why it is powerful. It is this word of structure. So myself and my members, we received insights last month in relation to now. I think it was through the membership, or it might have been my one-on-one coaching call. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I do have two memberships. I have a coaching call, and I have the inner circle membership, where we receive these messages from the divine, like drawings and stuff like that, where like basically the core of creation, the knowledge from the mind of God and all that sort of stuff, the source. But this word now. So if you are feeling, you know, and the darkness and the denseness is a collective that we've all been going through, let me know. It's funny, Voice of One, love was the word that was the word when I had the activation in 2019 in the bathtub when I was christened. It was love, love, love. And that was the code word. And we had to say it 3 times. Because I was able to share this attunement down the track with beings, so they were able to clear all these things automatically at once, and to start the program, like to press that button, the code word was love, love, love. And at that time, that was the words that pulled and balanced and aligned at that particular level that we were at, where we were healing that physical body. But this one is now. This word is now, and it is so freaking powerful. And because you're a follower, because you're connected in with my socials, you're connecting with my energy, right? You're connecting to this energy of the Christ, of the God source, of the one, the spiritual sun. You're connecting to Nadine. So you're connecting to this frequency, right? Right now we are connecting. Our minds are connecting. We are becoming one. You are, and we are. The Spirit's just saying one, right? So you're connecting energetically to this frequency through your mind, through your attention, through your focus, right? So when I say, press that follow button, like, subscribe, and all those things, like, you're connecting deeper. You become a member, you connect even deeper. You become a member of the coaching calls, you connect deeper. So you're able to heal deeper because you're connecting deeper to the frequency, like to my energy, right? I have certain safeguards up where I have to, I have that energetic protection. So these things have been created over time through spirit, where these portals where I can give more. And because beings are energetically supporting me through money, and I'm energetically supporting them, it's like this infinite sort of this giving and receiving. It's this balance, right? Money is just energy, right? And the chosen ones, the ones that are here on this divine mission, you guys are empty, right? Like the energy that is being drained and siphoned from you, right, is, it's left us all just really suffering and lonely and lost and just, and we need to uncover our gifts, but we need to be able to heal to do that. It's like, it's just the way that it is. Oh, does it? Smudging. So that's it. We have all different ways that we, there's so many different ways. And at the end of the day, it comes down to your thought, your intention behind it as well, That's the ancient knowledge is coming, like this is it, like you have a path, you have a way. And right now you're using the tools that you have available that you have learnt so far. But there is so much freaking more, and it's just so exciting. You're going to make these huge discoveries by healing through this frequency of Christ, and it's like this. It's this illumination. It really is. This is the illumination. This is the light. This knowledge, this word, is the light of Christ. It's a messenger of the one, like this source, a message from home, right? That core of creation where we all, it's like this, the way that I see it, it's like a golden halo with all these just little, it's like all these stars, and you are the star. And it's like, depending on what angle you look at it, this sphere from, it's like there's a core. Like, I can't explain it, but it's like I'm seeing like this halo, right, with a dot, right, in the center right now. That's me, my universe. All around that dot is all these other dots and cores, right? And it's like this, but then they show me like a sphere. So if you change your positioning and the way that you look at the sphere, someone else's core is there, and it's not mine. It's like this multidimensional thing where you twist and turn, and it's like the center point changes depending on the angle that you're viewing it from, right? So it's like that's this image that Spirit, the one, is giving me in relation to this source, to the spiritual sun. So this is the time where we all light up and ascend. And yeah, it's like, it's freaking amazing. Like, so another way that Spirit has illuminated this to myself and my members. If you want deeper spiritual content, head to the inner circle, become a member. There's videos there in the past streams that you can view. There's access to the vault, which is even more spiritual, mystical information, like the meaning of life stuff explained. Every month I show up to my members, and because they are supporting me energetically, I'm supporting them energetically. We're supporting one another. We're operating through the law of one, through this cosmic consciousness, this unity consciousness, this Christ consciousness. The knowledge that we receive is way more fine-tuned. So it's like a meeting of the minds. And because we are all operating in resonance with the one, like this infinite, this giving and receiving, this balance, the knowledge we get is off the freaking charts. Oh, thank you for the gift, sweet smile of Angel Phoenix. Thank you very much. So, yeah, it's this moment in time now where we are connecting and we are receiving, and I'm so excited because some really powerful knowledge has come up in this live stream. Because it's always so, when we're receiving these messages, like it depends on the lessons that we're going through at the time, right? Like I had all these, it was very interesting actually. My latest lesson was very interesting, like the other day on Sunday. So before I go live to my members, it's always dark, it's always dense, because I have to purge all these frequencies from my field. So when I do go live in my members live, like my frequency is super high. But prior to that, I always feel crap. So I was very, very low on Sunday. Very low, it was really difficult. And yesterday, there was, because I had been in these lessons, it was one of the 7 deadly sins, greed, right? And we did get an interesting insight come through at yesterday's live stream, but we had to cut it short because there was so much interference. And I feel that was like a cosmic thing that was going on, because there was nothing that I could do that would, so long story short, we're having another members live at the end of the month, I think. So, but yeah, I was going through these lessons of the greed. So when I say I was going through these spiritual lessons of the 7 deadly sins, greed specifically, so within my external reality, what I was noticing was a pattern, a lot of greed. And this is just a mirror as well. Like, so our external reality is a mirror of what we need to heal within ourselves, right? To be able to pass this spiritual lesson, right? To be able to heal, to grow, to evolve, to move, to raise our consciousness further. So funny enough, yesterday I was talking about this greed and the 7 deadly sins, because the last week Spirit's been saying, yeah, you need to teach people this about everything that you have been through since 2019, and moving yourself through those 7 levels of hell, which is the first 7 steps of the blueprint. And the things that you came across, right? So again, the bottom level was like all emotional stuff and toxins and beliefs, and then the next level, what was that? That was like, oh no, that was beliefs. That was a lot of beliefs within all the chakras, all the energy systems and everything like that. Dark, oh my God, so many dark force energies, ridiculous. All these type of like demonic, so not very specific, so demonic, satanic type energies within the field, all these different interference loops and septor energies, all these different really galactic-y type energies, and moving on to that next level was reptilian energies, ET energies, stealth energies, Moban energy, again, very galactic-y. Again, moving on to the next level, there's a lot of Anunnaki, and, so there's a lot of galactic things, a lot of these energies within your field that you need to release, but you can't release them because you don't have a way to release them. So that's where what I share comes in, this healing program that I haven't created yet, that I do intend to create, but I don't know when Spirit wants to do this. So it's just like, but you have to share the path that you've walked, because this is the path that you guys, these are the energies that you need to be able to free within yourself to be able to free yourself from the 7 levels of hell. Yeah, so it's just like, let me have some water. So anyway, yeah, so that's what Spirit was saying the other day was the 7 levels of hell, the 7 levels of hell. You need to share, the path that you've walked, and share with others what they're up against, right? Why you've suffered. Like, this is the reason why you've suffered, because you have all these frequencies within your field that are blocking you, that are keeping you suffering, keeping you in struggling, these weapons, these energetic weapons, these self-sabotaging energies, these broadcast messages, these beliefs, all these galactic energies, all these demonic energies, all these archonic energies, all these things that you're tied to through the ancestors, through being, through every life that you've ever lived, every character you've ever played, right? Through the collective, like all this entanglement. You're tangled up in this web, in the bowels of hell, and that's why you suffer, right? So now is the time, the Christ has returned, this frequency, this knowledge, this healing program of Christ, so you can free yourself from those frequencies that are in your field, that are keeping you tired, that are keeping you down, that are keeping you struggling, that are keeping you from the truth, that are keeping you just, and this is it. You guys have been you're amazing. The stuff that you're up against, the stuff that is within you that you haven't freed yourself from yet, like, you are a freaking champion. Like, and it's taken this this activation, this awakening, and me having to learn every level, every layer, all of those different layers, those layers. In the beginning, it was layers of emotions, layers of shame, layers of hopelessness, layers of creative insecurity, layers of, oh God, so many different recreational drug energies, so, and that wasn't just my stuff, it was stuff from the collective that I was clearing from my field, from my ancestors, from, so we have to heal to be one, heal to embody Christ, heal to be spiritually whole, heal to be this vessel of the Holy Spirit, right? So it's just like, so if you're resonating with this stuff, please do share my content, follow along, head over to YouTube, subscribe, and share that content. So I'm on Facebook and YouTube, but at the moment, I've just been guided to do a lot of lives here on TikTok, but very inconsistent, very sporadic. So now I'm sort of, it's like, oh, my phone just timed out, which is very weird. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Voice of One. So much appreciated, because it's like, you guys know it. Like, it's like on this path, it's like we just one foot in front of the other. We are just doing what we do, following our heart, following our lessons, and following, the guidance given, and just, we are following our heart is, in a way, Spirit wants me to go back to that, resonating. So we follow our heart. So we're guided to certain teachers, certain ways, certain practices, right? And we are these collectors of information, collectors of knowledge, collectors of wisdom. And you'll find with healing, you follow this heart, but as your heart heals, your frequency changes, and you are led on to different teachers, this next teacher, that next teacher, this next teacher. But at the same time, you are going within, and you have that inner guide, that inner tuition, the intuition. You have that part of you that guides you. So it's through the heart and through the mind that we follow. It's like this flow, right? It's like this flow where we just follow. We go where our heart takes, and we have that healing when we're healing as well. it's like we're raising our frequency. So we begin resonating with different things, and we find deeper knowledge somewhere elsewhere. And we collect this knowledge as we move, as we go, as we flow. So when I look back at my way, right, is opinions, not the word of God here, Romans chapter. But that's what happens when you stay fixed to an old, outdated thing and you're not going within to access the truth. You're trusting and you're following a book, something in the physical that is corrupted. So healing is what we do. And that's not to say there's not stuff in the Bible that, you're going to use to heal on, to grow and evolve, right? I don't discount anything. Everyone has their very unique path. And the deeper you are in hell, like it's gonna take a lot of work, right? That's it. No one is to judge another's truth or scripture, but there's a lot of people in religion that do that, right? So I'm here to support the chosen ones, the ones that choose to go within and to go within and access their own truth. Those ones that have that trust and that knowing, right? You guys that flow, you guys that are using your guidance systems. You're not just following. You're not just following blindly and putting all your faith, all your trust in a book, right? That is old, it's outdated, So it's like, but we could use, if you just say, right, you are in religion, there's a lot of people who find religion because they're seeking. And what they do is they find the illuminated truth within that book, right? Because it's not like it's all bullshit. There's symbolism, there's stories within that, there's certain truths, and people find that and they connect to that, right? No judgment. But if you're not healing, like if you're not following the truth of Christ and healing, right, and going within and accessing your own truth, your own light, you are fixed and you are stuck and you are trapped in the bowels of hell. And the Bible is an actual trap, right? But if you are using that Bible, if you're using the scriptures, if you're using the stories, the symbolism, if you're using that and you are questioning that and you are going within and seeking that inner, like doing that inner inquiry, right? Using that intuition, using all those tools that Christ taught. Well, when I say Christ, let's say Jesus, that Jesus or Yeshua taught, right? You're not going to be one. You're not going to do as Jesus has done, right? No way. You are just a follower, and you are worshipping something external to yourself. So you are a slave to Satan or God of the Bible, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Satan, God of the Bible, the Bible was created by Satan, basically, to trap souls. Satan is Saturn, right? Satan is Saturn, God of the Bible, Yahweh, whatever the hell you want to call him, Yadabaoth, whatever he's got so many different names and angles through time, through space, right? But it's like you are fixed in the physical realm, the soul trap, right? Because you're worshipping something external to yourself, and you're not doing and you're not operating the way of Christ. You're not operating through the light because you are trapped in the darkness, worshipping something external to you. That what is external to you is an illusion, right? So you are keeping yourself out of alignment through this blind belief. What is belief? Belief is separation. Belief is deception, right? So it's like, it just is the way that it is. So it's like, I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm judging them, because, a lot of the time some religious people, they'll jump on and they'll go, this isn't da, 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 da. No, it's not. It's if you believe all that crap, in the Bible, like if word for word, and you worship that external thing, and like you will not see this as truth. You will not see this as the Christ, because you've been programmed through the darkness, and you are operating and you are aligning to the darkness by placing your attention, your focus on this and believing the lie. And what's the... I need some more water. I'm going to have to go soon because my water's like coming to a... So that was a perfect example, actually, I feel, of what I was just talking about, right? So it's like, I'm here to serve those seekers, the monads, the nomads, the ones that follow their heart, their mind. They're seeking ways to heal themselves so they can tune into a deeper truth, so they can figure out, why the hell am I here? What is my mission? What is my purpose? Why have all these crazy things happened to me throughout my life that I can't explain? These synchronicities, why have they happened, right? Like you are seeking, you are questioning, you are using that divine part of you. Divination, you are asking questions, you are fine-tuning your vessel. So anyway, this is absolutely, like, people had their own ways way before the Bible, right? And we know a lot of that stuff is all political. Like, it's all political. Like, and people have these programs within them that keep them fixed to these lies, right? And they're not questioning. They're just following. They're wasting this God-given life. Because what we do, although we are struggling, we are walking this path and we are going within and we are questioning and we are healing and we are decoding and trying to figure out, what's the meaning of life? Why am I here? What's the purpose? It's like this adventure where it's like, yeah, we have to struggle because we need to, okay, so this struggle is so, hang on, I better keep an eye on the time. I've got to take my dog to the groomer soon. Oh, thank you so much, Voice of One. So we are here on this mission, and we're here to seek. And it's this schoolyard of the school of the soul, where we use our God-given gifts. We use our mind to question. We use our heart to guide. And we follow these two. We balance these and just flow. And it's like, on my path, like, first, when I think of my awakening, it was huge in 2006. But then I had a break because the awakening was that huge that I had a break. So it wasn't until 2006 I was told I was having a son, I was having a daughter, I was told all these things that all happened. It was all like, it was crazy. All these visions, all these, what would you call it? I don't know, just these things that came through that all happened. And I ended up getting pregnant, having a son, and then I just shut the door on the spirit world because, you know, it actually sent me to the mental health ward because I couldn't not get messages. It's like the spiritual doors had opened. I was connected to the core of creation. It was like this blue flamey orb that I was seeing. Jesus came and holographic Jesus came to me in 2006 as well, and he was teaching me all these things and telling me all these things, and all these things happened. And so yeah, I ended up getting pregnant, shut the door completely on all of that. And it wasn't until 2014 where I thought, it's 911 right now. I need to explore this spiritual self. I was guided to sort of start again. So I was guided to Reiki. So I did my Reiki level 1, in time did my Reiki level 2, and ended up shedding a lot of toxicities, toxic relationship and everything, became single. And that's when I was able to focus on myself and my kids, but myself, right? I was able to focus on myself. And I did my Reiki level 3, and at that time, holographic Jesus visited me, wrote me a big long letter. I've still got that somewhere. And then I discovered essential oils, and I discovered Don Tolman, I discovered Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, and so Dr. Bradley Nelson, I was very intrigued with emotion code. I started learning emotion code, became certified in emotion code, became an emotion code practitioner. I couldn't stop there. I had I just wanted to know more. I wanted to release more. So then I was guided to do the body code, become certified in body code. At that time I was a physio assistant, so I was working in healthcare industry, but I ended up having to, because of this healing that I was having to do, there was this huge purging process that I was doing that I mentioned earlier on in this video. So you guys can watch the replay later on YouTube. So when you do jump off here, make sure you're following my TikTok page, head over to the link in the bio, find that YouTube link, and come and join us there, subscribe there, watch the content that you're guided to, because trust your intuition, your inner guide, because there's so many different videos that I used to create on YouTube that hold some really powerful spiritual keys, spiritual lessons. So just watch the one that you feel guided to, because this is about you exercising that intuitive muscle, right? You following your inner guide. This is about you doing it your way, and just following the inner guidance systems, because there's so many different videos. There's a lot of old videos on there. It doesn't matter that they're older. There's stuff within every single one of those YouTube videos that could serve you, but the best way to navigate that is to watch the one that you feel guided to, okay? No matter on the time or the year that it came through, there will be stuff in there for you. Like, just follow your internal guidance. That's what Spirit wants you to do. That's what the One wants you to do. It's like following your heart, okay? So the knowledge that comes through is healing. In all those YouTube videos, in all the content that I create, there's certain golden illuminations, golden nuggets. Like, you can do the same thing, like with my TikTok and that. Just go to my page and like click on one that you feel guided to watch. You know, on this, in my content, it's a record of my ascension, embodying Christ, and the level of consciousness that I am at in that moment. And I'm an open vessel, or the same portal, a portal of information from the frequency that I'm at. So I'm relaying a message from the frequency that I'm at, the lessons that I'm going through. So, you know, I'm here to serve you guys on every level. But it's about you just following your inner guidance systems. My doggie's just sitting there. She's like giving up. She's like, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and chill in the sun. But I might get going now, because I've got to take my dog to the groomer. She's all tuckered out now, so she'll be a good girl. She's always a good girl at the groomers, but out of water. So it's been an absolute pleasure to interact with you guys. Thank you, Voice of One, Pisces Girl, Al. It's been really fun. So make sure, sweet smile of mine. So make sure you're pressing that smile. I just look at you and smile. Smile. So yeah, click that follow button. Tune in. Let's hope that I'm not flogged with more freaking dark lessons after this. This is it. I get to a point where I'm like, yay, I'm out here, I'm connecting with people, I'm sharing truth, and then it's like, bang, dark lesson. And then I'm like, oh, I can't do anything, I just need to heal and just to be and just try and survive this. But like I said, this last month I've been using that word now. So really, if you guys are struggling, you're feeling ungrounded, uncentered, all that sort of thing, give it a go. Like, I know 100% without a doubt my members, you get to use this word. But it's going to be interesting to see how this works for the collective too. But at the end of the day, the now, everyone has that power to be in the now moment. You know, put your hands together. I can't do it, but in that prayer position, and just say now, and just take a big deep breath in. Now, you know, and that will actually balance and align you. Well, it does for myself, for my members, and for my collective, the Master Initiates. But anyway, give it a go. And if I see you here next time, let me know how that went for you, because this is it. We're spiritual scientists, and we are here to learn, grow, and evolve together. We're here to share knowledge, share information, but also compare things, and oh, it worked like this for me, and oh, it worked like that for me, and to really share, collaborate, because it's all about the co. In closing, we're going to bring up this word co. It's all about communication. I can't even think. I'm like, it's all about collaboration, connection, co-creation, you know. Connecting, basically. Us connecting through our minds, through our hearts, so we can anchor this force together. Sharing and comparing like spiritual scientists, because this is the merging of spirit and science, where we get to use this divine technology the way that it was created. So super psyched to connect with you all today, and I look forward to seeing some familiar faces and stuff like that in future content that I create, future lives that I'm on. It's been a blast. All right, I'm going to upload this to YouTube later on. When I get home, I've got to download it from TikTok, and then I've got to upload it and do all that stuff. So it'll be on there eventually. So check back, you know, whenever you're guided. It'll be there eventually. All right. Love yous. Bye.